friends, it's me Nikki here to share with you how I decluttered and streamlined my holiday and seasonal decor. This is a goal I had set for myself to have done this summer. I haven't done, and so I want to show you how I have really kind of went from having quantity to quality. And right now what you're looking at, this is in the hallway upstairs in my home, and this is now where I store all of my seasonal decor. And this is everything but Christmas. Christmas is a different ball game. I have Christmas trees and wreaths and things like that, so I still have those in bins and things like that. But for everything else, spring and fall, it's all streamlined in this one cabinet here. So I want to take you through and first show you how I have it organized, and then I want to share my tips with you on how I decluttered this, and then my thoughts on decorating my home for the different seasons. Now, I know myself well enough to know that I needed to give myself limitations. So I had to kind of know that this cabinet was going to be the only place that I could store my spring and fall kind of seasonal decor, and I could not give myself any more space. So that would force me to kind of really declutter. And so I gave myself a limited space, and it worked out great actually. And so I'm going to take you through and show you how I did this. Now, the first drawer here, this is for more of the spring and Easter items. So this is everything that I would have as far as decor for spring and for Easter, and so it all fits perfectly, and it forced me to really downsize those things that I really needed to downsize. So I really have those quality pieces that I truly love and that I can truly use in my home, and it's still going to have a feel of Easter and spring throughout my home, but I just don't have to have a ton of the decorations. And I picked things that were versatile that I could use in different ways every year, like the eggs here. You know, one year they could be in a bowl on the table, the next year they could be hanging from one of my plants. It's no telling, but I picked things that I knew that I could either put on my mantle or my table, and things that would take me far. So that's one of the thought processes I had as I was doing my decluttering. So the top drawer here has all of that. It also has this box here, which I got these at home, and I fell in love with these because you guys know I love boxes and bins and things like that for storage solutions, and they keep kind of my more delicate like bunny rabbits for Easter and things in that, and keeps them really safe in there. And it's really helping to keep that drawer in order, because I didn't want to have a full drawer just where I can have open reign to put things anywhere, because then it could get cluttered. I wanted everything to have a place. Now, if we look into the second drawer, this is where I keep all of the fall decor items, and the last two drawers are for fall because that is my favorite season, and I tend to really, have more decor, during that time. And so here I have all of those things, those tidbits that are really going to allow me, and you'll be surprised. I'm going to tell you about this throughout the video when I share my tips. You'll see it may not look like a lot to decorate my entire home, but all of this will decorate my entire home. So I can't wait to share with you how, my thought process with that. Now, I also have another box in this drawer also with fall things, and I have these little bags here that I set up to keep things neat and orderly, and again to give me those limitations. Like the first bag here has my little lights in there. Like I like to put lights in glass jars during the fall just to give that warmth and ambiance, and so they're battery operated, so they're tucked in there. And I just have this little tag on here where it just says light, so I easily know what it is. And I got these little bags from the Michael's $1.50 spot. I have my little burlap here because I like to use little burlap pieces to kind of incorporate in topiaries and things like that. And then the last one here are kind of my little fall tidbits, like clip-on birds and things that I like to clip on different things. Just kind of little, again, it's about the quality, not quantity. And so I picked those little pieces that I knew that I wanted to put around my home during the fall season. And then one bag full of foliage. And so I only keep these little pieces, and it's just enough to put these beautiful touches around the home simply. And again, I'll share that with you in a minute. So all of that fits right here in this box, and then that fits in that drawer there. And that last bag is empty, so that's room for anything new I can get. I can start something new there. So everything fits in here nice with the little pumpkins here, and also I got the little owls that you might remember this from my fall haul. I have these two here that I got from Home Goods, I believe it was. So they're really cute, and you put a candle behind them, and they're really cute, great to put on a mantle or entryway table. And then my little signs here, that they're chalkboard signs that I can use around either on my mantle or around the home. So everything fits in here great. And as I was decluttering, I thought to myself, is this going to be enough room for my fall things? But it actually was great. It's really enough room. I can fit all of those things that, I really need to decorate my home. I use a lot of ribbons. This is the cord for my chandeliers. So, I put a little touch on the cords of the chandeliers. It gives a nice fall look to over your table when you can put a burlap kind of cover on your chain there. And just a little foliage and just the hot spots, the things that I really loved. And then in the bottom drawer here, I call this my little pumpkin patch, is where I keep all of my pumpkins. I love my beautiful glass and, different styles of pumpkins, and I like to sit them out. And so I specifically picked the ones that I knew that I could use to decorate around my house and that would function for me greatly. So everything is in this cabinet here, and with the exception of Christmas, that's still in the bins, but it really downsized a lot, and it really feels good to have it decluttered and have just those things, those tidbits that I really need to decorate my home. So let me jump into the tips on how that is going to work. So friends, I have been mentioning in this video, it's all about quality, not quantity. And that's so true. Sometimes we think we have to have all of this, foliage around our house for the fall or candles everywhere. And that's not true. I think it's more elegant just to have special little touches around your home. And it doesn't have to be in every room, in every space, on every table. I think that it kind of takes away from it. Just having those little special touches of the season is perfect, the quality. And tip number 2 is complementary decor. Picking out those pieces that complement your current decor so that you're not having to kind of remove this vase to put out a fall vase. Pick those pieces that really go with the decor that is in your home normally. That way it makes it simple. You're just basically having to kind of add your little seasonal decor, but you're not having to move your, existing decor around too much. For example, the pumpkins here. This is the table here, and all I did was put the little ribbon around the existing candlestick, and I set out my pumpkins. Now I had a little plant on there, and I just put that in the drawer and set the pumpkins there. And so it gives the feel of fall, but I didn't have to kind of change out everything. I just set everything out. It took all of 2 minutes to do. Now, when we go back here, it's the same candlestick. Everything is the same. And say it's Easter time or it's springtime. All I'm doing is sitting out my little bunny here. I'm not putting a lot of extra things, but because the bunny already fits with my current decor, you guys know I'm a neutral girl, so I love my whites and neutrals. It fits perfectly, but it adds that kind of Eastery spring feel to the table. And all I did was take 1 second to sit a bunny out. But because he coordinates with everything else that is out there throughout the year, it works out perfectly. It's very simple, very easy, and I love the look. This is very, it's all about the quality, not the quantity. So making sure that the decor fits your current decor. Okay, my next tip, friends, is to have decorating hotspots, those places that you specifically decorate for the season, and those are the only places in your home that you decorate, so that it's not overkill and so that it makes it simple for you, such as this entryway table upstairs in my hall. This is a hotspot. The entryway table downstairs as you walk into my home is a hotspot. My kitchen table is a hotspot. My mantles, my fireplace mantles, and my desk in my home office. So those would be the only places that I would sit out decor. That way, as you walk through my home, you get those simple touches, but it's not overkill. And then I add in that extra flair with, the fragrances for the season, what candles I burn, and kind of what you're cooking. And that's how you bring the feel for the season into your home also. But again, having those hot spots help you kind of minimize your decor because you know what amount of decor you tend to need. So, not necessarily feeling like you have to have every corner in your home decorated, but pick those hot spots that those are where you're going to decorate for each season. And then you can have the appropriate amount of decor in your stash. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing how I kind of streamline my decor for all of the seasons. Like I said, Christmas is one that is still the same. I still have bins, and I'm going to downsize those when I pull them out for the holidays, but I still know that they will be in bins because that is a big holiday for me there. But for all the other kind of seasons and all the other holidays throughout the year, this is perfect for me. I am not a Valentine's Day and kind of decorator. I don't decorate for all those types of holidays. I just kind of do the spring and the fall, and that's kind of my thing. And then of course Christmas. So I hope you all found these tips helpful. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Also, please don't forget to join me over on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. I'm at home with Nikki on everything. I would love to have you over there. I hope you all are doing great. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll see you at the next video, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.